Hello, I'm Tom, and this is my first installment of my gaming news. So, for those who don't know, this is going to be a show about the major points of gaming news this week, and it's going to be my take on them as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed. There's similar shows like this out, like I know Press Art to Continue does something like this. A lot of major networks do like a Daily Bite or something similar. But yeah, this is pretty much just my take on everything, and here we go. Also, more than likely, you can probably find something Pokemon or Overwatch in this because those are two of my favorite games, and I'm a little biased towards those. So the first piece of news is Nintendo plans on doubling the Switch production. For everyone who doesn't know, the Switch has had record-breaking sales across many territories, and according to the Wall Street Journal, it was initially going to be released at 8 million for this next fiscal year, but they've recently said that no, we're going to be doing 16 million. I think this is really good for Nintendo right now. With the Wii U doing pretty poorly over the last few years, the Switch gaining all this momentum is going to give them a lot more room to make the games that they want to make and to develop the games that I want to play. It's pretty simple. The more revenue they get, the more games they can produce, the happier we are. So, very happy that the sales are going well. So, speaking of consoles, the PlayStation 3 is going to end production soon. So, according to a new update on the console's official Japanese page, the decade-old PlayStation 3 is set to end production soon in the country. There's no confirmation it's done in the West, but based on past trends that PlayStation has shown, that it will be done in the West soon, since it will be done in Japan soon. So I'm not a huge PlayStation player, but I do think this is something that Sony's taking and looking like, hey, we gotta move on from this, we gotta create better things. And with them doing this, I think it's one less thing they have to worry about, which again is better for the company. And I don't know if it's better for us. I don't know how many people are in the market for a PlayStation 3 right now, but there are so many good games on the PlayStation 3, and it is such a great console, and I am glad that it was in existence. So the next piece of news, there's going to be a Gwent Challenger tournament that puts amateurs against pros for $100,000 in prizes. Gwent has been a hit, that's no secret. That's probably one of the biggest things that people liked in The Witcher. And in The Witcher 3, I personally played a lot of Gwent, and then they're like, hey, you know what, we need a card game with this because it's such a nice game. And I don't know if they saw success of other games like Hearthstone, and they're like, you know what, we can get into the competitive market. But either way, I'm glad people are kind of picking this up competitively. The more competitive games we have going forward, I think the more variety people have into getting into an esports thing. But I'm honestly a little skeptical about this game taking off. Similar to Hearthstone, I think a lot of the game is kind of based on luck, and it's hard to do a competitive game with a card game that is based mainly on luck. If that doesn't make sense, then it's pretty much you're putting a lot of money into something that may or may not be based off skill, which is pretty much gambling at a point. But there is skill components in building a deck, so I do see why it could be put into this competitive form. But yes, the first place prize will take home $60,000, second place would take home $20,000, and fourth and third place will take home $10,000 each, which is no chump change by any stretch. Pretty much the only qualifications is you have to be older than 13 and obviously know how to play the game. So at the Gamer Developers Conference this year, Polygon had an interview with Niantic, and Niantic Pro was probably on the hot seat for most of the conference because Pokemon Go is a huge thing. But hear me out, so they did admit they need new changes in their gyms. So pretty much what they said about the gyms is there needs to be a lot of reworks in it, and it's not as fun as they intended. So this is like a main priority for them behind trading. Trading is another thing that they emphasized greatly in this press conference. But so pretty much at the developers conference, they were focusing on this trading aspect, but at the same time they were like, hey guys, we need to focus on the gyms, which I do think is a major part. If you can make the gyms more fun, you've got it down. It's already fun to catch Pokemon, it's fun to collect them, and that's what most people do. But if you can make battling fun and the interacting with other people with battles and trades fun, then this game is going to take off in popularity once again. And the last piece of news is Orisa will be released Tuesday for the Overwatch new hero. So this new hero's been out for a while. We've known for a while that Orisa will be coming to Overwatch, but what we didn't know was the release date, and that is Tuesday. And I think they put a lot of PTR time with her, and she was worked on specially, and I think she's going to be very balanced when she comes into the game like other heroes were not. Like, Ana, obviously, for a long time was really strong, until they're going to nerf the crap out of her, but that's besides the point. But yes, I'm very excited for Orisa. She's going to be a great addition to Overwatch, and I will be playing a ton of her. And that is my gaming show. It was a little short this time because it's the first episode, but I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll have another episode next week, and just give me input in what you'd like to see. And the game of the week that I would like to recommend, I'm going to do one of these at the end of every gaming news show. I'd like to recommend Oxenfree. It's coming to iPhones and tablets and all that good stuff this week. And pretty much this game is action, or not an action, but a puzzle RPG, and you're playing as this girl Alex, and you pretty much are with all your friends on a spoopy island, and you solve mysteries and stuff, and it's fun. So yeah, check that game out if you're really into it. It has a lot of replayability, and I will see you in the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.